follow Jesus, about continuing this mission of liberation and love. And that means for us, in this moment, facing hard truths about what is sustainable. But the reality is, our building, though full of history, has become a financial burden. It no longer matches our size or our resources. And we love it. But we're not disciples of this building. We are disciples of Jesus Christ, who declared in Luke 4, which is a quote from the prophet Isaiah, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me because he has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim release to the captives and recovery of sight to the blind, to let the oppressed go free, and to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor." This is what Jesus proclaims at the beginning of his ministry as his mission on earth. And our mission as a congregation, what we have developed is that we at Benton Church strive to be a grace-filled partner in building beloved community in Central Oregon marked by Christ's love. All of this to say that your church council has been exploring something new to us that is a little radical, a little scary, a little unexpected, but aligned with what Jesus calls us to. Not to look up in the sky waiting for Jesus to come back and tell us exactly how to fix things, but to act with justice and love now, while we still have the ability to make choices. We have a vision that would allow us to remain in downtown Bend, not with a crumbling structure that sucks up our resources, but with a vital presence, offering affordable housing and worship space for us. So some history and some facts. Pre-pandemic, when I got here, we had 2 full services. We had 200 people about every Sunday. Now we're averaging about 108 on each Sunday. Benton Church, we were able to get through the pandemic with no PPE loans because we were gifted with a piece of property that netted us about a little bit more than $700,000. A gift. That held our budget stable, allowed us to put on 2 new roofs. I think we have 3 new air conditioners, yes. And we upgraded lighting and the sound systems in here. And of course, we started the nonprofit Central Oregon Villages so that we could house people rather than just feeding or clothing, to get people into stable places so that they could move on with their lives. Our current church building, beloved, rich in history, was designed in a different time with different resources. Parts of this structure, the room that you are in, dates back more than 100 years, and time has taken its toll. We have done a lot of work since I have been here. Almost $500,000 on this building, and there is so much more to do, y'all. If you look around, you will see things that need to come down. You will, we have a tower that you can't even get to that we need to fix. The cost of maintenance for this is overwhelming. And with every passing year, upkeep becomes more difficult and more expensive. Simply put, maintenance of this building is crushing us financially. We're a congregation of 333 official members with an average age of 74. We have 134 giving units. And while these numbers reflect deep faith and commitment, they also reveal a challenging reality. We're not able to fund our current ministries. Our congregation is half the size it was at its peak. We're currently running a deficit of about $4,000 a month. This isn't due to excessive spending. You can look at the budget. We operate on a lean budget of $425,000 and have bare bones staff. Our challenge is income and expenses. Our pledges have increased. Many of you have given beyond, way above and beyond what we expected. And our endowment fund has contributed $50,000 this year and for the next 2 years to help us stay afloat as we consider the options that we have as a congregation. what we want to do. But still, that means no money for emergencies, and our nonprofit advisor, who we get reports from every month, has warned us clearly that our current model, relying on pledges, gifts, and building rentals, is unsustainable. We are like every other downtown church in the nation. We are not alone in the questions that we are asking ourselves. But without change, our ability to serve the Bend community and live out our mission will come to a sad end. Now, what I want to say too is that I have been so proud of this church councilman. They ask good questions. They have done so much work in the last 2 years to deal with our funding issues when we had some problems, to get us on the right path, and to really look at how we're using our building. And had already been trying to see how we might use a portion of our property, our little property down where some of us park, to produce income for this building. We were thinking if we built just something small there, that might be enough income to get us through. But truthfully, we need about an extra $100,000 a year to keep this place going. So we reached out to a couple of property developers that were given to us by the city of Bend, people that they trusted, that they had heard good things about. And we had a great response from Home First, which exclusively does this kind of work for churches and other nonprofits. So we initiated conversations with them about how we might generate passive income, and they showed us a variety of models, but the council was most excited about their biggest vision. So we believe, but it is not our decision, it is the congregation's decision, and this is not a done deal. This is for all of us to discuss over the next few months. But we believe that it is in the best interest for the long-term viability of a United Methodist presence in downtown Bend to demolish our current building, build affordable housing on our lot with room for a smaller but beautiful and cost-effective church, using this for meetings, weddings, all of the things that the city of Bend needs to happen in downtown, but that often happen not in downtown Bend. Now, you probably have lots of questions. We do too. No contracts have been signed, no MOUs have been signed. Obviously, we are at the beginning of this process. We will have lots of discussions in the month of July, culminating with a congregational vote at the end of the month to decide if you think this is the best choice to help us be financially solid and stay downtown. When I have spoken with the City of Bend management, they are 100% behind this idea. If we choose to take this step out of faith, we would be letting go of a building that is draining our finances in order to provide 75 to 100 units of affordable housing in downtown Bend. Arguably, the greatest need in Central Oregon right now. We would be helping to alleviate, and in the process, be part of a new space that could be outfitted to fit our current needs. This is a big step. It is a big vision, but it is rooted in community. It invites us to be light on our feet, open to the Spirit, open to change. This is not an easy step. But friends, we have been called to hope. We are witnesses. We have been clothed with power from on high. So, let us not spend our time looking up to the heavens. Let us walk forward, eyes open, hearts lit with love and hope. And let us hear again Paul's encouragement to us as we pray about our decision-making over the next few months.